Come on, baby.
Thank you so much for joining me this week in the garden. Here's my daily coffee I'm adding to the compost pathway. This week, I am going to be focusing on cleaning up the weeds that are growing in the middle of the yard out of the cracks in the ground. As you can see, they are completely overgrown. I let them get a little wild, and I will be finishing the task of cleaning up my yard. I have been focusing on getting everything planted out, and I have a lot more that I want to plant out, succession sowing and things of that nature. But now is the time to make my yard look pretty and organize my grow bags. So I'm starting out using this scraper to go along the cracks and really like just cut down all the weeds. This thing I got from Harbor Freight, and it actually works very, very well for this purpose. The only thing you have to worry about, if you care about such things, is make sure you do it when the ground and the cracks and everything are really dry. And the reason being is that if they're a little wet, even a little wet, you're going to have worms. And being that this thing is so sharp, you are going to be cutting worms in half as you scrape along with this. That I noticed that I was doing that, not here, but like further along in the project. There was part of the ground where it was a lot more damp, and I have an abundance of worms in my yard. So because of that, I noticed that I was killing worms, and honestly, I can't even lie, it really bothered me, and I had to stop, and I let it all dry out in the sun for like 2 days before I came back and finished it off. But I did complete the task. Luckily, it took me a little longer because I didn't want to kill things, especially beneficial things in my yard.
So I use that scraper here to get up the weeds that are in between my grow bags, and unfortunately I'm out here killing worms. So I'm not gonna do this area until it dries out because there's a lot of worms in here, and yeah, I definitely killed a few. Sorry. So I have a few plants that are struggling to survive and holding on. These are okra. I'm gonna put these in a grow bag. I was trying to find a place for them in the ground, but yeah, that's not happening. So I have this lone grow bag over here. Actually, there's a couple of them. There's like four, five, one, two, three, four, five that are completely empty in this same area. One, two, three, four, and five that are empty. The ones that have no straw on them don't have anything in them. Um, yeah, I'm gonna plant these out in this grow bag. I'm also going to mulch this or mulch this. I'm also going to put this same compost down that I've been putting on the rest of the grow bags, the compost that I made last year. That actually looks very good, and I have high hopes for how it is going to fare. So, I actually have a little baby okra right here that I'm just going to put all the plants that are still growing in. Ooh, I have a tiny white sage. So all the plants that are still growing in this seed cell tray, I'm just gonna put in this grow bag, and we're gonna hope for the best. I have high hopes for the okra though. This is a 20 gallon. I don't fill my 20 gallons up all the way because dirt is low key really expensive. So I usually put 2 bags of whatever soil in there. So I have red okra, and then I have this 16-inch okra. I'm putting them on opposite sides of the grow bag. And I'm going to put this 16-inch obviously closer to the first 16-inch. I hope I'm not in the way. I think I'm in the way. Ah, bee! Put that right there. And I'm going to take whatever little seedlings that decided to sprout up on some random, pop that right into the ground, right along with the okra. Put this little teeny tiny little baby white sage plant over here. Ah, I buried it. It's so small. There we go. Keep you safe. Keep you safe, little waif. Okay. And then I think this one is mullein. I'm gonna put the mullein in here as well. Because why not? And this is falling apart. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll put this one right here on the side. Okay, so I just gotta come through and actually put this down a little bit more so we'll get some sunlight. Get sunlight. Let me get the hose so we can water this in, and I'm gonna throw some compost on top too. And here's some compost. Make sure I don't get any extras in here. And there's ivy. I want the ivy to grow here at all. There's so much ivy in my yard, I have to pull it all up. It's ridiculous. I have a bunch of grow bags that have nothing in them, and a bunch of seeds that I still haven't planted. So that's gonna be a project for the next couple days since I got. Ooh, oh no! I think I'm done for the day. Oh my goodness, I got so much work done today in the garden. I'm absolutely done. Yes. The strawberries are in bloom. The blackberries and the boysenberries are in bloom as well. The dahlias and the cosmos are finally starting to do something. These are going to be transplanted in the ground soon. Those there are yarrow, and this one is rudbeckia. The rest of these, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are all dahlias, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these are dahlias. The parsley is going to flower, and so has my bok choy and whatever else is over here. I don't remember what else. The peas are definitely reaching as high as they can. I'm going to start hooking them on the trellis because they finally reached to the height where the trellis starts. But that is like so pretty. And we have a pea flower. More bolting of lettuce and things over here, which is fine. The arugula is done for bolting. Didn't even get any arugula. I had piles and piles of leaves in the back, and along with like seeds off of the trees and stuff like that. So there's definitely going to be seeds popping up, sprouting, which I'm going to have to keep control of. The only thing that's in this bed are squash, so the squash seeds sprouting will be very obvious. So the other seeds I'll be able to pick out. But oh, something's eating my chrysanthemum. Stop. That's annoying. But yeah, anyway, so I just took all this because it's like composted leaves, you know? So the dark obviously is the compost, and then the rest I'm just using it as kind of like a mulch. And I just threw it on top of the bed where the squash is. And I might put a little bit more compost on here as well, depending on if I feel like these are, when they start coming up, they're doing well or not. Raspberries, ow, are raspberrying. And the sunflowers are sunflowering. Except for that one, these two, because these two got shaded out by this, which I need to cut back a little bit more. So they're behind, and these two are ahead. I want to plant another one, at least one or two more next to it. I have to cut down, this is curly duck. I need to cut that down. That's going to seed. And I need to cut down some of this burdock as well and process it. Funny because I have so much burdock growing in my yard, and I didn't know what this was. I thought it was a thistle. Um, but I bought dirt burdock seeds, and I have it growing in my yard. So unnecessary. This lettuce is still looking amazing. I haven't harvested that yet. I haven't made a salad. I was going to make a salad today, but I can't even lie. I'm so tired. I've been out here for hours doing yard cleanup, and I still am not done. This raised bed is an absolute monster. I'm honestly just waiting for garlic season to be over because the garlic has completely just been taken over, and I don't feel like going through and weeding this. A lot of this is cover crop that I wanted to keep in this raised bed so that it can go to seed, so I will have cover crop seed for the fall season, because otherwise I would be buying cover crop seed. I don't want to buy cover crop seed. So as you can see, I have field peas, hairy vetch, um, red clover, which the red clover is absolutely huge, taking over the whole thing or half the bed. My cucumbers are finally sprouting, and I put more compost down on top of them, as well as the same mulch that I put down on top of the squash. And the marijuana is looking absolutely fantastic. Except for this one, because something's eating her. Something's over here trying to get high. The garlic, some of these, I pulled garlic scapes and have, I'm not sure if these are garlic or onion. I thought they were garlic, but they look like onion. But they're going to seed. I need to pull that if I want them to bulb up, whatever they are. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your garden season is going amazing and hopefully better than mine. Okay, so this is the day I'm trying to finally finish clearing all the weeds out from this part of the yard. I'm gonna get some gloves. Ooh, and I don't have the shoes on for this. And I got dirt in between my toes. lots and lots of bugs back here. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That's why I stopped doing this yesterday, the last how many times. I just keep cutting worms in half. Don't like doing that. It really bothers me. A lot of this is composted material. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in some of these grow bags. I have a bunch of grow bags that I'm going to start some new seeds in, because a lot of these grow bags have nothing in them. I have like 10 of them, or 10 left that have nothing growing in them. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, underneath all my grow bags is like so many worms. Like, I really have an abundance of worms in my yard, and I love that. And using that thing to get the weeds out, like I'm cutting a lot of them in half, and it's so discouraging. It makes me not want to do it, but I want to clear these out. But I got them cleared out as much as I'm going to. So that's actually, I'm in a good place in terms of that, so I don't have to worry about these things coming up anymore. Or maybe not. They'll probably come back up, but I got them out the ground for the most part. So, I'm just gonna finish cleaning this yard up, and I think I'll be good. I swear, strawberries are literal weeds. These things will grow and flower anywhere. Like, they might not produce big strawberries, but these things, I swear, will grow any fucking where. Look at them. I'm about to throw this. I'm gonna feed this to the birds. So I still have a bunch of tomatoes left over, and I'm gonna plant them out in these 3 grow bags. I have a couple more grow bags over there and some back here as well. So I'm not gonna put all of them in these 3, but I'm gonna put the cherry tomatoes in here. So I have a black cherry. So I'm gonna put 2 per grow bag because these are 20 gallons. Again, I don't have them filled up all the way, but I have them filled up enough to where I feel like 2 can be in here and it'll be fine. So this one is black cherry. I'm gonna plant that a little bit deeper. And I'm gonna do black strawberry in the same pot. So black cherry and black strawberry together. And this one I'm gonna plant a lot deeper because this one is taller. So I'm gonna pop these 2 bottom leaves off. Okay, and the next one I'm gonna put sun gold. This sun gold is drying out a lot because I watered them, but this one doesn't have too much soil left over. So, it's the weed roots in here. I didn't dig them out that much. I'm gonna bury this one deep too, or deep enough so it'll get more water than just in the roots. It'll get some up higher as well. And hopefully it'll bounce back because I really would like to have more than one sun gold plant. I only have one right now. Sunrise bumblebee. I think I'll put these two in the same as well. And I have two sunrise bumblebees in here, but I'm gonna put them both in. And since they're so wilted from being dry, because I was gonna just like toss these plants honestly, but I figured since I have all these extra empty pots with nothing growing in them, I might as well utilize them for something. So I'm gonna put both sunrise bumblebees in here, and whichever one grows, that's the one that'll stay. I'm not gonna keep both of them. Okay, so the next is Berkeley tie-dye. I don't know what two of these are. Two of these are mysteries. This one's pineapple. So I have pineapple and I have, which one do I want to do where? This is, oh, maybe I'll do sweet 100s. I'll do the sweet 100s, and same for this because there's 3 plants in here. I'm gonna plant all 3 of them, and whichever one does the best is the one that I'll keep, and the rest I'll toss. So these are going on the trellis, the archway, walkway trellis, that leads to the seating area. I think that'll be really nice to have a bunch of tomatoes. I wasn't planning on putting tomatoes in grow bags this year. I did some last year. They didn't do very well, but I think that's really just because I did not fertilize them well enough. Didn't realize how much fertilizer I needed. Okay, so these 2 mystery ones, I'm gonna put both of them in here with the sweet 100, and we will see what is what. So make sure to pop off the bottom sets of leaves and plant it deeper. I probably need to go a little bit deeper than that. Yep, that'll be good. Yep. Same here. The second mystery tomato. Hopefully they're good ones. Well, all of them are actually good ones. I don't know what they are though. But we will see in time. Okay. So the other 2 I'm gonna plant in this grow bag that is in between the trees. I think that'll be a good spot for it. I have 2 grow bags over here. I have 2 grow bags over here that are empty that could have something go in them. But I'm gonna do the pineapple and the Berkeley tie-dye in this one. The soil is really dry just because there was nothing in here, so I haven't been watering it, and it hasn't been raining in like a week. So these grow bags are very, very dry, and I'm going to make sure to water them in really nicely. So this one's the pineapple, and there's actually 3 of these on here. Some of them have yellowing leaves. I think I'm gonna take this one off for now. So there's just two. And then I'm gonna let, because these both look pretty much the same. They both have a little yellowing on the leaves. I'm gonna let them do whatever they do. And whichever one's better, I'm going to keep that one and then prune the other one back. So this one, I'll probably put a cage around it just because it's like a lone grow bag by itself. There's like nothing to, hold them up. So I'll put a cage around this one so that these um, can have something to hold on to. This is in between the peach tree and the plum tree. And I think the cage will be in the way of the plum tree, so I'm going to probably rearrange this one, put this one like closer to the plum tree because I don't have any plums this year. I have a lot of peaches and things are eating the peaches. I'm going to show you some of the peaches that are on my little lovely peach tree. They're doing pretty good actually, considering that they're in a pot. They're growing very well. However, we have some little critters that are coming around and eating. Being that this is its second year, it did produce peaches the first year, but this is the second year that I put it, had it in the grow bag, and whatever's eating it, it doesn't really make a big difference to me because I know you're supposed to like take some of the peaches off, being that the tree is not that big. So this foxglove has definitely seen better days. It being in this pot, I have not been watering it as much as I should have. So I am going to dig a hole through the cardboard and I'm gonna put this in the ground, which I've been meaning to do for a while anyway. So I'm doing this with sandals. This is ridiculous. I should definitely go and get some sneakers or something. This is not a good idea. And I'm going to water it very, very deep just to make sure that, because it's very dry and crunchy, I want to make sure that the roots get nice contact with the native soil and it picks up all the water that it needs because this thing definitely got some crunchy leaves, but it's still hanging on. And hopefully, I can get the stem to straighten out a little bit better because we got a little snake shaped foxglove. It's just due to no fault of my own. So it looks much better. I'm still not done. I still have to like weed the edges. I don't know what it is about the edges where the grass and the concrete meet. I have such an issue with keeping the weeds from over there. But yeah, I fertilized the entire garden. I got the most majority of the weeds up out of the cracks in the ground, which it was absolutely abundant. I made space in between the rows of grow bags so it's easier to walk through there. And I planted the foxglove in the ground and she's bouncing back already. I watered her in really good, so I think the foxglove will be just fine. Checking on the peppers, they look still small, but growing very nice. This is the sweet red corn. There are a bunch of my sunflowers, which I planted them way too close to the corn. I'm not sure. I said I was going to move them, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And then my Martian Jewels is starting to come up. Two of my squash are coming up in this area. The third one, I don't know about that one yet. But then the sunflowers in between. The daffodils are looking good as well. I pulled some of the leaves off of the mulberry because I think this must have been grown indoors because um like from the first day that I put it outside it kind of got sunburned. But if you can see, I have growths, little new tiny leaves growing on all the little nodes. So I think this will be just fine. I think there's like another leaf down at the bottom, and there is. Yeah. See? So let me like move that out the way so this can get some sun as well. Oh no, I didn't mean to pop. I did not mean to pop that leaf off. Even though this one and this one probably should come off too. My moringa, I have four moringas. This is the black lace elderberry. I put mulch on these. This is wormwood. My rose bush is leafing out with new growth, but the buds are dying back. Hopefully, it flowers some more. I don't see any other buds that could flower on there at the moment. The okras are doing decently well. We have some new growth on this one as well as this one. And then we have some beans coming up out of the ground. Something's eating this one though. And I think this one is a cucamelon, either a cucamelon or a cucumber. I'm not sure which one is which. I think I planted lemon cucumbers in this one. And then I planted cucamelons in this one. And then here we have a bean sprout of some sort, which looks like something's eating this one too. Like, gosh, these things keep eating my little seedlings. I'm gonna have a lot of good strawberries from the grow bags. These I put compost down on, so I'm hoping that these ones are gonna grow really well compared to the other ones. Oh, is that a grape? Is that my grapevine? Or is that something else? I did have grapes growing in here. There's like onions, strawberries, and grapes in here. But I thought the grape died down to the ground, but I'm not sure. Those look like grape leaves. The boysenberry, I believe this is boysenberry because I think, no, this one is the blackberry. The blackberry is thornless, and this one I think has no thorns. The blackberry is so pretty and flowering. And the boysenberry is also flowering. And this one does have thorns, so I do think this one is the boysenberry. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait and see when it actually produces fruit. What is what? Because at the moment, I have no clue. Flower seedlings are taking their time. My elderberries, I don't know why, but these ones were doing really good. And then that one, that long one right there, I pulled that one out because it's dead. This one's barely holding on, but it's like sprouting from the ground. This one is okay. And then this other set of elderberry, this one I think will be okay. This one I'm pretty sure is dead. That one's dead. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened with those. Like they were doing just fine, and then all of a sudden they just decided to die on me. Cosmos are looking good. We have some really pretty flowers. I think, what is this from? This is, I'm not sure what this is from. Maybe a radish? Those are really pretty though. This is from the bok choy. These beautiful yellow flowers. Oh, I don't know what these are from. What did I plant here? Broccolini? I have no idea what this is. Yeah, no clue. But it's pretty nonetheless. I don't have any pea shoots just yet, but I do have pea flowers. The kale, and it looks great. I did plant some more kale seeds. As you can see, I have like carrots and um, maybe dill. I think dill is over there. I have dill over there and carrots over here coming up. Just a lot of random seeds. I kind of like am really into the chaos gardening, so I really just like throw seeds everywhere. I like to let stuff go to seed. Um, just because I don't know. I just like to let stuff go to seed throughout the season. We have some lettuce down here. The lettuce is still looking good, but all these Napa cabbages bolted. It got a little hot, and all the Napa cabbages it immediately bolted, and the arugula. The squash are starting. I have too many in the same spot right there, but the squash are coming up, looking really good. I have mullein here and here. These need to be thinned down. I kind of just like threw them, like, because the seeds are so small. I kind of just like threw them together. And then chrysanthemum, which something's eating the chrysanthemums again. And my, what are these? I can't remember what kind of flowers these are, but those look really good. So now I am going to get me a nice little salad together. Nice little salad. Thanks, garden. Thanks for joining me in the garden this week. That concludes the month of May.